Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Juventus lost versus Paris Saint-Germain 2-1. And as usual, you know it, when we lose, I'm not here to dance, to celebrate, to be happy about, because losing is something that I totally hate. I hate losing, and today we lost. Today we can't celebrate Juventus being eliminated of Champions League, even if we already knew, because it was already mathematical before starting the game. And we can't celebrate finishing third with 3 points, because we had 5 losses, and it didn't happen since 2002, 2003. So something that we can't be proud about, something that we can't be happy about, and you will not see me today celebrating the game of Juventus, at least in terms of result. But there are some things that we asked to our players, being conscious also of the situation of having so many players out, and it was to honor the 125th years of existence of our beloved Juventus. Not only because it was yesterday the birthday of Juve, but especially because it is Juve, and we are asking it. At least having an idea of football, at least giving everything for your shirt, at least playing and trying until the end, or at least for more than 20 minutes. And today we tried. Today we did what we could to keep heads versus a Paris Saint-Germain that probably didn't have the same stimuli in that game. Of course, they didn't want to lose, and at the end they didn't lose. They won 2-1. They won with individual crazy performance of Mbappe, that is dribbling Juve and scoring that crazy goal. Juventus didn't deserve to lose today, but we saw so many beautiful things. The first one is a Locatelli that I'm praying gods that Locatelli can keep consistency, because the Locatelli that we saw today, no way that some people are doubting his skills. The Locatelli that we saw today is a starter at Juventus. Federico Chiesa, that I was absolutely not expecting to be on the bench, I was absolutely not expecting to play a single minute, that I was absolutely not expecting to play more than 1 minute to receive the applauses from the stadium. He entered, if I'm not wrong, at the 74th minute of today's game. 74th minute is one to remember, because it's Federico Chiesa coming back after nearly 1 year of injury, and Federico Chiesa entering that game, he immediately changed it. He changed the stadium that was screaming and yelling his name, was in one fraction of a second waking up and finding energy in the stadium. We heard it, energy in the supporters, big smiles in the supporters, but especially also in the team. We missed Federico Chiesa. I don't want to think too much, at least now in the beginning of the video, what Juventus it could have been with a Di Maria, a Pogba, a Federico Chiesa from the start, with a Bremer there. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. It's some doubts for after 30 minutes, but now we are here to speak about Juventus that lost versus Paris Saint-Germain 2-1, but also beautiful things like Robert is saying, Richard, you forgot your number 5. I don't know what you're speaking about. Anyway, if we know that, then we will see. But Ron Rositano starting with the donation, saying the good, Kiesa is back, the bad, the loss, the ugly, the officiating. You know, a contrast is not a foul. It's not a foul. We saw it in 1998, Ronaldo from Inter versus Giuliano. A contrast is a contrast. But here, if you're watching the replay, you see clearly that Sergio Ramos, in an instinct, he's going away from the ball. He doesn't care anymore, and he's going on Federico Chiesa. For me, this is a penalty. For me, what is annoying is that the referee in VAR times, he doesn't say, you know what, let's go and check. There is a big foul on Rabiot, where for 3-4 minutes the ball is not going out, and you can't interrupt that game to give a yellow card, but you have to come back. The referee forgot. Then, honestly, did I see so many crazy things about the referee? No. That penalty, yes, maybe. I'm not even sure. Can be given, can be not, but you have to go see it. And that yellow card that you forget to give on a player, I don't remember who, on that big foul on Federico Chiesa. Thank you for the nation run. The good, it's Federico Chiesa that is back. Now, I don't want to stop all your excitement about Federico Chiesa, because I see a lot of people, Chiesa, Chiesa, the goat, Chiesa, people, Chiesa spam, a lot of Chiesa spam, Chiesa. I see a lot of them with Federico Chiesa, deservedly, because we were waiting for so long. Chiesa's energy is great. I'm reading all the comments of Chiesa. Chiesa here, Gatti played a great game. Yes, Federico, Gatti. I see Chiesa, Federico. Beppe, Mbappe wouldn't play for Paris Saint-Germain, would lose. Maybe. We will never know. Today, I need to say something. We didn't deserve to lose. Then, if you have 16 attempts and you are only able to go 2 times on target, it's also your fault. But Federico Chiesa deserved to be recognized for what he did and what he brought to the team. Now, I don't want to stop the excitement of everyone telling you that I saw a lot of times players coming back from these long injuries where the first time that they are entering the field, they are ready to kill everything and everyone. That's what Federico Chiesa did today. He was just missing that goal that could have come. Why not? Then they play another game great, and then they stop. They stop because it's normal, it's mental, it's physical, it's quite hard. This time it's another season. Luckily, we have the international break where he will play a game or two. Few minutes here, few minutes there. He will not be a starter versus Inter. Forget about it. But then he will be. He will have the time, 1 month, to recuperate. And if we can hope that Federico Chiesa can bring us what we saw in these last 16 minutes of today, mamma mia. Hopefully with the players that we are recuperating, with also a Fagioli that played a great game today, with a Vlahovic, with a Sule that is more convinced about himself, with Miretti that still needs to address some mistakes, but with the Miretti and so on, there are some things that we can do in the second part of the season. Salvatore, ciao Beppe, nice to see Barbieri on the field, great fullback as well. Maybe he can be a substitute to Quadrado. Too fast. I agree with Daniel, who's saying total embarrassment. We lost 5 out of 6 games. Wow. Yes. I agree with that one. I will absolutely not tell you today that you are wrong, that you are negative, because it's true. It's a reality. Federico Chiesa, the GOAT. Benfica scored 6 away goals to top the group of Group H. I don't know because, just aside, and then I will read the message of Guilherme. Aside from that, I have to say that the first thing that you are checking is the points. After the points, if you are equal, you are checking at the game that they played versus each other. 2 times they did 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. So exactly the same score. Then you are watching at the goal difference. Both of the team have +9. And then you are watching at who scored most goals. And also they are equal with 16 goals scored both and 7 goals conceded both. So they are equal in everything. The first thing that comes to my mind is they will. It's the luck. They will. I don't know. They will launch a coin and then see who. I don't know. The destiny will choose who will win. That's what I know. I believe as well it was a penalty, Bogdan. Martina, grande Martina, my little sister, so much hate towards this team. So happy Benfica went first. I don't know, guys. You are all telling me that Benfica is first, but can you explain me why they are first? If you tell me why, I can learn from you. Teach me why, because at the moment I don't know. The goal scores away from home, but didn't they do 1-1-1-1? More cards. Goal away. Benfica scored more away goals. But anyway, I will need to understand it because here I don't see it, guys. It's official. Happy for Benfica, guys. But if I see here, I see six games played, 16 goals scored, 7 goals. But we don't care. It's official. Good for them. Good for Benfica that they are first of the group. People underestimated Benfica and we as well. Ciao, Matt. Ciao, Beppe. Delighted to see Chiesa back tonight. Oh, it was really fun. It was really great to see. gives Juventus a bit of hope for the future of this season. Thank you, Matt. Happy that at least you qualified as first of your group thanks to that last minute goal. I was watching Marseille versus Tottenham yesterday. Rabiot's second half was great. I believe, honestly, that Rabiot did a good game. Locatelli was the best midfielder today. Locatelli was fantastic. And Fagioli, he has a security in football. Mamma mia. He knows what he's doing. Fagioli is a really great player. Miretti missed a bit of things. Cuadrado today was a good Cuadrado. It's over, guys. It's over. Cuadrado, you don't have to extend Cuadrado. But today we saw a Cuadrado that played football not only because of his assist, but he can't anymore doing these dribbles one-on-one. That's one. And that second goal, he can't recuperate it because Nuno Mendes, he entered, and the velocity of Nuno Mendes versus Cuadrado was something that impressed me so much. It impressed me so much. He just entered, young player, 20 versus a Locatelli. Incredible. Incredible. Incredible, the velocity. I'm trying to watch on Twitter because some people are writing me messages here, but here they are saying Benfica tops the group. I can partially agree, but they are not explaining me why. Guys, what were the two results of... no, it's still on my mind. What were the two results of them in the Champions League? If I'm not wrong, it was 1-1, 1-1. I can be wrong, guys. I think that Benfica will go, but... Benfica games. I need to check. More goals away in total, you mean? In total. Then congratulations to Benfica. Now I understand it. And now you are clear. If you tell me more goals away, then I don't understand it. Like this, I understand. Okay, congratulations to Benfica that scored more goals away, because indeed they scored 6-1 today. Congrats. Okay, now we don't care anymore because now we have to focus on Inter and in Europa League, unfortunately. Ciao Arjun, Forza Juve, everything was good with the game except of the result. I would add, happy to see Chiesa back, just a little bit sad to see our condition. We were reliant on Haifa losing to qualify for Europa. Yes, it's true. Anyway, it happened. Now we go to Europa League. I tell you the truth, for a long time, I didn't know if I had to be happy or not. I'm happy that we can continue in a European competition. It's something that it's strange for me to say, but I'm happy that we can continue in a competition. What are you saying, guys? Guilherme, thank you for your donation, Guilherme. Guilherme is saying, Beppe, they have showed the will to play today. I'm proud of the team. Locatelli was amazing. We played versus Paris Saint-Germain. The referee today, absurd. I don't know if I really have to blame the referee today. Look, can we go to something, guys, and then we will go to the stats, of course. I would not blame the referee except of that penalty anyway, because okay, we don't deserve to lose. But you see, the Juventus is going with winning the duels, Ariels. At first half, we won all of them. 100% of Ariel duels won. Then we started losing them in second half, but ball possession was quite close. The big problem is here. 15 attempts for Juventus, only 2 on target, the goal, and then another one I don't remember from who. We'll check a bit later. While Paris Saint-Germain has half of our shots or attempts, but they go 5 times on target. 5 times on target. That's a big difference with 2 goals. 13% shot accuracy is not okay. And here we are speaking about all of them. Locatelli, Cuadrado, Miretti, a lot of players that were not able to go on target. This is a big problem. If today we can say that this number here is something that, mamma mia, I don't remember the last time that we were able to do it. 90.9%, so 91% pass accuracy. And how long do I tell you that this is the main problem of Juventus? Concentration and pass accuracy. Look, for the first time ever, we are going across and above that 89%, or at least over the 80%. We're going 90%, and Juventus is totally different today in how we are playing. Here, if we can increase that one of 83.6 in opposition half, we will be a lot more precise, a lot more accurate, and we can be really dangerous. Also here at the crosses, 21 is a lot. Is a lot of crosses if only 19 are perfect. If you have only 20% of your crosses, that means only 4 of them were good on 20. That's not good, guys. So the stats are not lying. So that's why I don't want to blame too much the referee today, but blaming Juve, where Juventus was not fantastic. Let's be honest. Juventus was not fantastic. But from the Juve that we saw in the past versus the one that we had today on the field, it was totally different. Especially if we are looking at the people that were there for Juve. Go with these ones. Wait, up. I don't know if I have to open it. Press box. Can we open the press box? No, it's not this one. It's this one. So this one was the heat map. But if you are looking at Juventus, starting with that 3-5-1, with who were the players? Well, Bonucci, Alexandro, Gatti, you're already missing Bremer here. Then you have Kostic, Rabiot, Locatelli, Fagioli, and Quadrado, Miretti, and Milik. So you have 2 youngsters that are starting versus Paris Saint-Germain, Miretti and Fagioli. But who is on the bench? Chiesa, that didn't play a game since 1 year. Barrenechea from the youth academy, that is playing his first game with the first team. Barbieri, first game in Champions League with Juventus. Mattias Soulé, that is there, young, one of our young kids. Then you have Pinsoglio, Perin, and Rugani. 4 changes made by Massimiliano Allegri. This is what we had on the bench. This is a problem, of course, and that's why we can't be too harsh in what we saw today. Most touches for Alexandro, another great performance from Alexandro today. I have to be honest with Alexandro playing in that new role. I would not extend him, let's not exaggerate here, but it's a player that since that new role is one of the best players. And that's why I want to ask you guys to go for the man of the match. So man of the match, I want to put Bonucci for his goal because we are used to do it. Locatelli. And I need 2 more names. Locatelli, Bonucci. Locatelli is there. Give me 4 names. Some people, they want to put Fagioli, Rabiot, Fagioli, Chiesa, Gatti. I see a lot of time Gatti. Gatti deserves to be there as well. And let's put Fagioli. No, Kostic, I don't agree. I will speak about Kostic as well. Let's put Fagioli. Okay. Okay, we have 4 men of the game. You see, it's not a coincidence that we have Fagioli, Locatelli there. There are 2 midfielders, Bonucci for the goal, and then we have also Gatti, 2 defenders. I don't want to put Kostic because if Kostic is a player that today I have to admit that he sacrifices himself a lot. Today Kostic, he played a bit everywhere. I want to see the heat map of Filip Kostic. That's the average position. So Kostic quite high again on the field. Quadrado a bit more lower. Look at where Juventus was positioning. The block, the average position block from Juventus is quite high with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in opposition half of Paris Saint-Germain. We lost, We lost. But in terms of positioning, we were there. I want to see the advanced graphics. So what do we see here in heat maps? Let me take back that the touch map, but in heat maps, we see that Filip Kostic, where is he? He sacrificed himself really a lot on the game, sacrificing him a lot. The problem was that he was not really precise, not at all. Filip Kostic, you see, 84% pass accuracy, 69% in opposition half. So if you are looking, you have Arkadiusz Milik, but except of Arkadiusz Milik, he was the one that was the most imprecise player. So in terms of accuracy of crosses, I'm okay if you are doing 21 crosses, Kostic, and I can't forgive you if you are missing 1 or 2 crosses. But if you are missing all of them, it starts to be really complicated for me. Locatelli is winning easily with 76% of the votes deserved, and not an easy game for Locatelli. Coming back from his personal problem, Fagioli had Messi doing a lot of effort, almost in his pocket. Yeah. Fagioli did super great. Elegance, ball control, vision, and heart. To be honest, he's miles ahead of Weston McKennie. Please, I don't see McKennie again. Well, McKennie is not my favorite player. You know it. For me, could be a good sub, but with a Fagioli like that, you start Fagioli. Out of discussion, absolutely no discussion. You have two parts, and you have the technical part, and technically Fagioli's miles above Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie that is injured, unfortunately, and I really miss Weston McKennie because he could have been a really great sub at a certain moment, and you give some rotation. Now for the youngsters, I'm the most happy man on earth to see them develop in our first team. At a certain moment, saying the names of Barrenechea, Barbieri, Sule, Miretti, Fagioli, guys, you make me super happy. You make me super happy because I was watching a under 23 game, under 19 games, people that I'm following since a lot of time. So, super happy for them. Now, the good news, like Dino, our friend, is saying in the chat, is that for the game versus Inter, we will have Bremer back, Vlahovic back, and Di Maria. Don't go too fast with Vlahovic. Don't go too fast with Vlahovic because probably he will play, but he will still suffer from a growing pain. But I believe that he will be there again. These three players, I don't know from the start or from the bench, can be a big weapon on what we saw today. At one condition, that the players are showing what we saw today. Otherwise, it makes totally no sense. Sam, with a message, with a donation. Let me go and try to find Sam, because now I'm scrolling towards the messages about the Benfica team. Can we win Europa League? Youngster gave me hope. Start them. Thank you for the donation, Sam. I don't want to go from one extreme to the other. Today, again, we were not able to win.
Thank you.
Today, we were not able to win. So, yes, a lot of youngsters. Yes, a lot of injuries. We are all thinking that we can recuperate them. Like Dino is saying, versus Inter, we have Bremer, Di Maria, and Vlahovic. And that's great. Fantastic. But I am not convinced yet that we will have all our players to be at disposal from January until June. I don't know. Because today, again, out of nowhere, Moise Kean injured. 2 days ago, McKennie. Then it was Pogba. Injured while injury. No, injury while injured. Disaster. So, who knows? Who knows if we will have them back in January or not? I don't know. I am not confident today to tell you that because of the international break, everyone will be 100% healthy. So I don't want to go with big bold statement. Let's go and win the Europa League, because no, at the moment, no. At the moment, no. Then football is football. We have always to believe until the end, because that's the magic of football. But the chances are really low. Then you never know who you will face in in Europa League. It's a game on Thursday. I don't know how you will prepare it. What will be the choices? I don't know. So then youngster gave me hope, yes, but the result is that we lost again today. We lost, and that's the pure reality at the end. With Paris Saint-Germain, if we are 100% honest, they were never thinking that Benfica would score 6 goals in Maccabi Haifa with conceding only 1. And they went with a chiller game. If it's a game of in or out, you see also a different Paris Saint-Germain. The Paris Saint-Germain from the first 45 minutes in Le Parc des Princes. What we didn't see today. Today, with some individual performances, we saw how fast they could accelerate.
Thank you.
What we were not able to do. Siamak, my friend, I'm happy and pleased even though we lost. Because the guys showed a very performance, and most of all, Chiesa played again, and he's a really, real Juventino with Grinta. Amat, for me, the most players I don't like Neymar and Mbappe, and I hate PSG so much. Di Santo is speaking with Ryan. Giancarlo, I don't disagree with you. Amat, they are all doing a personal conversation, which is great. Alexandro has played a good whole season yet. By the way, who is winning? 69% Locatelli. I forgot Alexandro in the top. Okay, cazzo. I wanted to put Alexandro instead of probably Gatti, and I forgot. But yeah, I agree. I agree with Alexandro. Man of the match Fagioli for D10. Rabiot was great as well for Eddie. Let me check if we have other comments. I believe from Jesus Macias. Ciao Cyril. Kostic I was not 100% convinced by his game. Nicky Beans and Freddy Katz. No, it's Freddy Church, not Katz. Church from La Chiesa. The other one. Yeah, Freddy Katz for Federico Gatti. I forgot about him. Yeah, indeed. Jesus Macia, the players are or coach why we played better today. Oof, that's a big topic. You know what I'm always saying, yeah? You know what and I will not change now, and then I will answer Alan and Zaki. For me, it's never one or the other. Of course, you can have individual mistakes like starting with a bad starting 11 or misses passes, missed shots, whatever. You can have individual mistakes. But for me, it's never 100% one, 100% the other. Today we played better because the players, they were with the shoulders against the wall, because it was a sold out stadium, because they wanted to go in Europe, because they didn't want to lose, like people were telling me, Beppe, today it's a bloodbath. We will lose a 7-0, 5-0, 4-1. I saw, and the players, they unconsciously, they know also. They have the same fears, the same scared, but we saw immediately a Juventus that wanted to go for it. On the other way, also Allegri, that a lot of people want out correctly for what he showed until now. They said we want to be stronger. Fagioli wanted to show, Quadrado wanted to show, Alexandro as well. A lot of players were feeling the big game. Now you have to do that. You have to do that performance versus Inter as well, and better, because it was not enough versus Paris Saint-Germain. You have to do better. So for me, it's never one or the other. I don't want to give all the credits to Allegri today. I don't want to give all the credits only to the players today. The team of Juventus played better, but we're still not able to win the game. We only won one time in Champions League. Anthony Trimboli, I missed the game because I was working and I'm on a call, but I'm curious to watch the highlights. Watch them. You will see that Juventus missed a lot. Goal cancelled for Locatelli. He was offside. Milik was the worst of the game. Now that you voted for the best one, Locatelli, we can do as well. Worst of the game. Worst tonight. So I want to put Milik because Cecilia said it, but I agree. Kostic, that was not 100% good today. Who else can we put there? We can put Szczesny eventually, even if I want to put maybe Miretti. I want to put Miretti here. Not blaming the young player. He did some great things, but he missed also a lot. It's not about being in love or not, or young or not. You are playing for Juventus. You need to be judged as well, like the other one. Locatelli won for man of the match. Let's see who was the worst one. Locatelli won with 67, followed by Fagioli, 21, 7 for Bonucci, 2 for Gatti, total of 310 votes. Double as much as the likes, because for the likes, guys, you are a bit... Mamma mia, you're a disaster for the likes. Disaster. I see some hope in the team today. Yeah, but that's what we were asking, Hadi, since so long. At least showing. Then you can lose, you can win in football. Yes, but Kostic did put the shackles on Hakimi. You gotta take that into consideration. Yeah, but you remember, Giancarlo, that was what I was saying. Kostic, for me, is not the worst of the game. It's not the worst of the game because he sacrificed a lot on that wing. And also, blocking Hakimi is not an easy task. Ciao Beppe, ciao Allen. Thank you for your donation, Allen. That is saying, Beppe, can you explain me why Allegri didn't take Cuadrado out to rest him with Benfica winning 3-1? Especially he's not young anymore. Well, first of all, I'm not in the head of Allegri. I don't know. I was thinking after Chiesa entering at the 74th minute, I was thinking the next logical change is having Cuadrado out for Sule in, playing that 4-3-3. This is what I was thinking. So as well, I thought Cuadrado could go out because we are sure, we already know that he will play in the game versus Inter. So he went out at the 88th minute. I don't know, maybe because on that side there was, Mbappe, and probably putting only Sule there because he entered Sule, but not instead of Cuadrado. Only Sule a bit light versus Mbappe on that side with Vitinha, with Bernat that went out, and Nuno Mendes entered. Probably it was a risk of taking a goal like we took with Nuno Mendes. I don't know. I can't answer you. I would love to answer you. I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat can answer or giving a logical explanation. I don't find it today. Maybe because it was the best game of Cuadrado this season. Maybe. He didn't enter in the flop 4, but he was not the Cuadrado that we know from 2 years ago, and he will never be that guy again. Maybe that's the reason why he didn't sub him out, also to show respect towards him. I don't know. Anthony, I see that you're writing Miretti is only 19. Let the kid grow and play. Nobody, or at least not me, is saying Miretti out. For me, Miretti is a starter of Juventus. For me, Miretti is the wonder kid of Juventus. Much stronger as a lot of players. Miretti is, for me, fantastic. But today, he missed a lot. If you play at Juventus, you are 19, you are 12, or you are 34, you have to be judged. And today was not the fantastic game of Miretti. Attenzione! He didn't play bad today. He played well, but we are putting 4 men there. And Miretti deserved to be in the worst 4. Worst 4 in a Juventus that played quite well. But if Miretti is continuing to miss a lot in terms of last passes or shots at a certain moment in the first half, he's hesitant. And you remember when Allegri was saying it in press conference, Miretti can't find himself towards the goal. And it's already the 5th or 6th or 7th time this season and missing. He can't. Because now you are playing at Juventus. And that's also why we have to manage a player like Miretti. For me, he's a starter, yes. But he's a starter that you can't play every game. He can't understand that, okay, what he did is now enough. No, it's not enough. You have to do better. You have to do more, Fabio Miretti. Better than that. Then, I didn't see the comments. Maybe some people were really harsh on him. I hope not, because he doesn't deserve that people are too harsh on him. Because that would not be good, because he did a beautiful performance, but could do better. Has to do better. So the Romeo Agresti, he tweeted that Vlahovic, Bremer, and Di Maria will be available for Inter, which is good news. Absolutely. Samir, we will appreciate this season in the future a lot. This will change our market strategy and the way we look at our youth player. Yes and no. You will tell me, Beppe, why no? Because we already showed that we believe in that project. For me, the youngsters, we started investing 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, in a project of having, in the future, these players ready to be in the first team. Not 11 players. You will still have to go on the market to buy other players from other teams and so on. but integrating them as part, real part of Juventus. This year, the press conference of Sule, Fagioli, and Miretti was not a coincidence. These players need to play with Juventus. They need to be there. So I don't believe it will change the strategy. Why? Because the strategy already changed. This summer, Juventus said to Allegri, choose 1, 2, or 3 players and they will remain. But if they remain, they have to play. Now, of course, we have some injuries, so it's a bit not 100% the honest reality what we are seeing now, because we would never know if this player would have played if all the other ones were there. Of course, we don't know. Now they are not there, they are playing. So, but it will change the future. Of course, it will change the future because more and more these players are doing beautiful performances like they are today. Less and less you need to go out and invest big money, especially in the Italian market. This is because you can still go internationally to bring in that key player, that big player that you need. But I prefer to give, honestly, €0 to Miretti and Fagioli in terms of new signing than Fratesi, that is doing fantastically well at Sassuolo. But I prefer to keep these 40 million and investing in these players that are our kids. Only if they are at the level to perform. Only if they are at the level of performing. That's what I believe. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Huh? You see, Matthias Fule is happy. He's happy. He's there with us. Good energy tonight. Keep rotate with youngsters, and we will see more positive. Yes, at one condition, and then I agree with, I don't know if it was Anthony that just said it, that he was just 19, that we are able to accept also mistakes like Federico Gatti versus Benfica, if I'm not wrong, where he didn't play a really great game, even if it's not anymore 18, 19 years old boys. But Federico Gatti can be excused, like Miretti conceding that penalty versus Benfica. We have to be patient that they are allowed to do mistakes, and sometimes these mistakes will cost you a game. If we are mentally ready, then we won a lot. Zaki saying really like the fight of the team, particularly the kids like Fagioli. Tonight we missed a number 9. With pace and better movements, we can run behind Paris Saint-Germain defense. Thank you for the donation, Zaki. Look, Zaki, today I don't believe it was really the number 9 that we missed. It's true, and you are voting that Milik was the worst of the game. For me, Milik, yes, could have been voted the worst of the game, but I don't know if it's really his fault. Today was really isolated up front. Why was Juventus good also in the midfield? Because you had that Miretti that came back to give also support. At a certain moment we were playing in non-possession 5-4-1 with Milik totally isolated. Not a lot of balls came into the box. Can we go back to the average position maybe? That will give us a lot of clarity on how the team was. Look, you see, Milik had to come back. You had the Miretti next to him, but Miretti was doing a lot of ups and downs in the game. He was a lot isolated. Milik, it was difficult for him to play with the defense of Paris. You see, they didn't even put too many men here because there was nobody here. If you see that Juventus is quite advanced with the average block, and it's great, you see it here. Okay, great. But there is nobody here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our highest player in average is 8 lines from the goal of Donnarumma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At 7 you see Mbappe already. 7.5. You see, a lot was played in the midfield with Milik that was really isolated. If you are looking at the heat map of Milik, what can you see? Milik. Here he is. Centrally, he worked a lot, but he was a lot often isolated. If you add up there, Miretti, you see. It was quite difficult today for Milik, really difficult. So I don't know if it's the number 9 that we missed or a bit more support to our number 9. Attenzione, also Miretti was not playing his position today. He was not playing his position. Thank you, Zaki Warfa. Welcome to Anthony Marti. I believe we have at least 100 Anthony that are subscribed to the channel. And also welcome to Lirdi Pig. Lirdi Pig. Guys, can we cross these 200 likes, please? What else? Juve could absolutely use a speed boost. But speed. Look, with the players that we had today, Kostic celebrated 30 years. Milik is 28. Still young, 28, okay. 34 for Quadrado. 35 for Bonucci. 31 for Alexandro. Rabiot, 27. If you look at Mbappe 23, Vitinha 22, on that side we lost Nuno Mendes. Is it Nuno Mendes? Yes, Nuno Mendes 25. On that side, no 20. It's 20. I'm not 25. 20. I agree. Ndika is a great player that could be potentially, if he doesn't extend for free next summer, Ndika could be a beautiful addition. Now, my question is, we are playing with 3 in the back. Ndika can play with 3 in the back. But do we continue with that 3 men? If yes, because that's what we are doing, 3-5-2. How do you play a Chiesa? How do you play all these players? Di Maria, that will be back and so on. So I believe that we will go towards a 3-4-3, sacrificing the midfield. But if you sacrifice the midfield, you will probably not see anymore all these chances for Fagioli, for Miretti, with all these players back. You see? It's a hard choice that we have to make, because from one system you are penalizing players like Chiesa, Di Maria, if we are not playing with a 3-man up front. If you are playing with 4 men in the midfield, you are penalizing your central midfielders because you have too much. And if you are playing 4-man defense, or you play with Bonucci, that is absolutely bad in a 4-man defense, but at least you can play with the other ones up front, or you play a 3-man defense, but then you have a problem. So if you want to use the best out of our midfield and out of our offensive line, you have to play with 4-3. What am I saying? 4-3-3 or 3-5. It starts to be difficult. But 4-man defense to use the best potential of our available player up front. 4-man defense, you have to intervene in the winter market. Otherwise, it's impossible. And you will probably also lose a player like Alexandro. Alexandro, that is performing until the end of the year at least. Hopefully, he can continue to perform like that, because in that 3-man defense role, he's doing quite well. Je pense que Fagioli est un joueur qui a le spirito de la Juve comme Marchisio ou Del Piero. Comment d'après toi, Beppe? Beautiful comment from Ali Chimi. Ali, I will answer in English. If you don't understand, you ask and I will translate in French. So Ali is saying, Beppe, I believe that Fagioli is a player with the spirit of Juve, with the Juve DNA inside, like Marchisio or Del Piero. What about you, Beppe? Well, I am 100% sure about it. When you saw the celebration versus Lecce, when you saw how happy the kid was, how honored he was to play, he comes from the youth academy and so on. Yes, these people, they know what it is, Juventus. They grew up. It has been a dream for them to achieve that first team experience. So yeah, I 100% agree. Del Piero didn't come from our youth academy, but he was a Juventino since kid. You're right, at 19, guys. Players like Federico Chiesa can also give extra Juventinità. Locatelli is a big Juventino. Miretti is a Juventino. We need these Italian players, Juventini, but not always necessarily Italian. Conny De Winter, that is playing for Empoli, is a Juventino. He came when he was a kid in Torino. He met Pogba. In Torino, he became a Juventino. Belgian player, Juventino. Not always Italian, but he understands what it is, that Juventinità. We have some great players from Anderlecht that came from the youth academy. Joseph Nonje, write the name, could have been there today. Mbangula, great player. Conny De Winter, not coming from Anderlecht, but also from Belgium. Juventus, if you are looking at the names in our youth academy, attenzione, because the scouting of our youth players are fantastic. Eiling Jr., attenzione to Samuel from the youth academy of Chelsea. Kenan Yildiz for free from Bayern Munich. Guys, not everything is going only bad at Juventus. The future is beautiful, but we need to think about today as well. And today we have to do better than the game of today because we need to win. Abai, energy in the stadium today. Let me check your emote because I don't understand it. Party. This kind of lineup and performance I can feel good about even without the win. We were brave and showed quality. Locatelli was on fire. The stadium, yes and no, was good. It was full, sold out. I believe that today we broke the record of entries in terms of money. That's why I'm also happy that we go in Europa League, because we can cash in also with the entries of the stadium, depending how many games that we will play. Thank you for the donation, Abai, and also Zaki, that I will try to read as fast as possible. At a certain moment, you heard when Federico Chiesa entered the potential of our Juventus stadium. It was far from the past, but it was also understandable. A game where a lot of people, they paid a lot of money, where you're already not qualified. And at the end, you also lose. But they tried in certain moments to give some support, especially when they saw that the players wanted to. And I believe that that's what we missed in a big part of the first part of the season, watching the players believing that they could do something. Max Allegri motivating them with the idea that they can do something. And when we as fans, we see that, we can accept, unfortunately, the loss with a bit less anger. We are still angry. We are not happy. Nobody's happy. But you can accept it in a different way. And if this year a lot of people were frustrated, correctly so, it's because sometimes we didn't see it. And in press conference with Massimiliano Allegri, and in his choices, and in the players delivering it on the field. So I agree. Agree to disagree from Burek, but I don't know about what topic. But of course you can disagree with me. 100% you can. Because I tell you, I have a channel of Juve, but I am not the magic word that knows everything and is always correct. Radovan, brate. Brother Radovan, Kostic is a beast in defending. I think he can transition very good at the left back. Well, if you see the career of Kostic, we already spoke about it. Kostic never played as a left back. Can he become that left back in the future? Why not? Why not? But it will not happen in one day. And it will only be able when we have again an offensive power. With a Federico Chiesa at full power, with a Di Maria, or next season, if Di Maria is not there, with someone there on the right side, maybe it will be Chiesa, with someone on the left, I don't know. But when our offensive power will be again at full max, then you can think about moving back Kostic, but not earlier, because now we need him. Even if he's only doing 4 crosses right on 20, we still need him. Zaki. Grandissimo Zaki, thank you for the donation again, Zaki. I don't blame Milik. I don't blame Milik. Oh, there are a lot of new functionality on YouTube, by the way. They are improving. They are improving the live session. I like that. Anyway, I don't blame Milik, but just like he showed against Lecce, he needs another striker with pace. Oh yeah, 100%. Beppe, how Perini's second choice? He was making miracle saves. This guy can't even make basic save. I feel safe with Perin. I was thinking that he would start. I was thinking that he would start today in an important game, yes, but a game where we were already eliminated, and also because he did quite well in the beginning of the season. I was really thinking that he would play today and start, and probably he would have deserved it if we saw the beginning of the season. Now it's already a few games that I don't see him, so I can't tell you how informed he is, yes or no. But I can't answer you that on Perin why he's not there. The only thing that I can give you as an explanation is that goalkeeper role is really difficult. It's really, really, really difficult. Why? Because it's a man that is often alone. And you have hierarchy. Every team that went with a double goalkeeper from same level, problems started in these teams, because you don't know who's your first goalkeeper, because the other one that is first goalkeeper, he starts to lose mentally, and so on and so on and so on. The problem of Szczesny, it's not a bad goalkeeper, let's not exaggerate, but he has a long contract and he's paid a lot of money. If you decide today that he's not your first goalkeeper anymore, that could be a legitimate choice, why not? Hey, guys, you're committing a big mistake financially, because you will not be able to sell him anymore, because some people will be interested, but absolutely not at that salary for Szczesny. So the only thing is continuing to give trust to Szczesny, because Radovan is saying goalkeeping is 90% ego. They need to feel the first goalkeeper, at least if you're your first. Matthias Perin, he accepted when he came the first time to be the goalkeeper number 2 from Buffon in the past. He was not really happy because he didn't accept it. He moved away. When he came back, he also renewed, being sure that he's goalkeeper number 2. It's really, really hard to manage goalkeepers there. Yeah, it's true, Cecilia, he can't be informed if he doesn't play, but when he played, he was informed. But it's not you like it or not, guys, it's not your first goalkeeper. He has been renewed as the number 2 of the team. As Radovan is saying, it's an ego thing, goalkeeper, and one you are paying 6.5, the other one you are paying 1.5. I know meritocracy, the best one plays, and I totally agree with you. Now, to be really honest, Szczesny, it's not that he did like disaster game. Why, when we were not winning, it was not because of Szczesny. It was because of Juventus, because of Max Allegri, because of Juventus as a team. I don't remember really, like we saw some games in the past from Szczesny, an individual mistake of Szczesny that made us lose. At least this is what I think about the goalkeeper. Then I'm not saying if I was a coach, maybe I would say fuck off and we start Perin. Maybe. I try just to explain the why. And because it's hard. And I saw a lot of goalkeepers. Look at last year, Donnarumma, disaster, because he was in competition for that first role. Disaster. But a lot of goalkeepers are suffering that situation, and you can't do that. And Milik, yes, he needs a second striker. He needs it. It's vital for him. Yeah. Mohamed, Beppe, and the World Cup is coming up. So Szczesny really needs to play as possible for him and his confidence. To be honest, on that one, Mohamed, I don't care at all on that one. Pogba is not going to the World Cup. I don't care. I to be honest, I'm sad. As a human, I'm sad because I wish that knew nobody. But if I'm selfish, I really don't care about the national team of Poland, of France, of Belgium, of the Netherlands. I don't care about all of them. I don't care. I would not play players just so that they are ready for the national team. And I don't believe that someone like Allegri is thinking about that as well. I don't care. About that, I really don't care. Beppe, it's official now. We will for the first time hear the new Europa League music on this channel. I trained a bit in these days, unfortunately. Oh, and music is nice. Perin deserves to be number one. He did amazing but it's true. It's true. He did really great. Nobody's taking that away from him. He did really great. Beppe, Juventus is missing 57 players due to injury. What did you expect? There are some people that are a bit dishonest because they are looking for one person to blame. One only. A lot of people are going with Allegri. Other people are going with Agnelli. And they found one. And I understand it. And I accept that you are trying to find a scapegoat. What I don't accept is that because of the hate that you have towards someone that you identified as the cause of all the problems, that all the other things that you are just blinding yourself and you are not honest. Because if someone is telling me injuries are an excuse, or the injuries that we have are not influencing at all, I believe it's not honest. I honestly believe it's not honest, because then who is to blame? It's Juventus. Some players you extended because they are injury prone, like De Sciglio. Some players you bought because they were already older and at risk of injury. Some players were not managed really well by Allegri because they were put on the field a bit too fast. Some players, I don't know, muscular injury, physiotherapy not really well done, the preparation this summer really bad. So a lot is to blame to ourselves, to Juve. But don't tell me if we have a normal injury season that this team was probably doing and showing something else. Nobody can take me that out of my mind. Then it is what it is. We have to accept it. I don't accept the attitude of Monza. I don't accept the attitude versus Sampdoria. I don't accept the attitude versus Benfica, versus Maccabi Haifa. Whoever is playing, whoever is coaching, I don't accept that. And I don't care if Di Maria or Pogba is not there or Chiesa is not there. I don't care at all. But if I'm really rational, I'm saying, okay, I don't accept them. But it's true that if you see how Federico Chiesa is entering today, mamma mia. Hey, then you know what I have? I have regrets that we didn't play like today versus Maccabi Haifa, versus Monza, versus Salernitana, because I'm still complaining. I believe I will complain all my life about that goal that was not given to Milik, because on results we needed and we deserve to win. On performance, no. And that's why I'm blaming our performance versus Salernitana, versus Fiorentina as well. Giving a 90% possession to Fiorentina is not acceptable. Daniel is giving us the list of some teams in the Europa League. Arsenal, United, Roma, Juventus, Barcelona, Ajax. This Europa League will be on fire. Depending on who versus who. Don't forget that in Europa League you have as well a knockout of 32. So it's not only a knockout round of 16, it's already knockout round of 32. I don't know how you call it. So that means that you have, if you go to the final, which I honestly don't believe today, you play even 2 more games, and on Thursday. So with a packed calendar, I was looking already at the calendar of Juventus for January. Attenzione, even if it's far away, it's really far away. We are absolutely not there today. But if you're looking, let's go to the calendar of Juventus of January. Fixtures. So after playing Inter, Verona, and Lazio, we go in international break, and then you have January, guys. You have Cremonese, and then Udinese, Napoli. Then you play versus Monza in Coppa Italia, Atalanta, and again Monza in Serie A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in 25 days. We are going again with big teams there, traveling to Napoli. That's the big travel that we have to do. But playing versus Udinese, let's see how they will come back. Don't forget Cremonese. Cremonese, don't think it's easy, guys. Why? Because I don't know by heart, but I don't think that there will be Cremonese players traveling internationally for the World Cup. So that means that for 1 month, a lot of them will have rested, and then they do a pre-season again. They will be on fire immediately. Don't forget that it will be an impact. It will have an impact. You like it or not, it's the truth. Forza Juve, Forza Europa League. Let's go and focus on this. Yeah, once you are in a competition, you have to try to win it. Stavros, indeed, Beppe, the fact that we are still in a European competition with only 1 win, it's madness. There is a lot of work to do while missing those chances. It pains me. But it was a good game from us. You said everything. You recap it in a perfect way, Stavros. Rocco, all Juventini and on this channel should have chance to comment whatever your first language is, Italian, English, Japanese, Indian, etc. It doesn't matter as long as you are Juventino. Patience, ragazzi. Yes, but I don't know why. Is there something that I missed in the chat where you're speaking about the fact that some people are speaking other languages? No, what I don't like, guys, is when some people are speaking with each other, for example, in Serbian, where I don't understand. I can't watch what has been said if I can't read it, if I can't understand it. Then, how many times people, they wrote some messages in Serbian so that I try to learn Serbian. It's funny, it's really funny, but discussions in other language that I don't understand, it's difficult. It's an argument between 2 guys in I didn't pay attention to it, guys. Now that I don't know who, so please, guys, stop it, because basta. And no, we know it. The community here, we worked long, nearly 3 years on the channel to have a community that we can disagree. But attention, guys, because then we are putting negativity for nothing. We already have negativity enough with Juventus. But then, of course, yes, you can speak whatever language you want on the channel. Lars, grande Lars. After this performance, I think there should be 0 excuses left. If we did this well with 78 players out, why should we play so poorly against Monza? No, 100%. The attitude is important. Looking forward to see the Derby d'Italia, Beppe. Come on, Juve. This means a lot to all the Juve fans. I think that our friend Federico Chiesa, he gave a lot of energy. Burek is saying that he had the same injury, but again, attenzione, because a lot of players that I saw in my career, 1 or 2 game, fantastic, and then they have the dip. Hopefully, he can continue with that intensity and joy without injury until the international break. I would absolutely not start thinking that he's a starter, because today I saw already at the 45th minute some people asking, Beppe, put Chiesa in, like, you know. Sometimes people that are asking are talking to me like I'm Allegri, like I'm the one that is making the choice, or maybe sending a message to Allegri saying put Chiesa in. No, but they were asking me, Beppe, put Chiesa in at the 45th minute. Attenzione, we are far from there. Michael Raso, it was beef followed the whole thing. Yeah, it's over. Grande Beppe, it's already 1 year and a half that I'm following the channel, that I found the channel. Grande Anthony, fantastic Anthony. Stavros, I can translate Serbian for €1 per year on this channel, Beppe. But most of the time you are speaking Serbian. and I love that. But here we are. Guys, what else didn't we check? Is there a stat that you want to see from a player, or something that I missed out because I didn't go too much into stats? Is there a question? Is there Federico Chiesa that you still want to talk about? Is there something, I don't know. Let me know. Otherwise, we go in closing time. I didn't eat yet. You know that today I felt really, really, really bad. I was about to say to Juve that I couldn't do the game. I was about to say, I felt really bad today, all day long. And then luckily the game started, or the live started, and I felt a bit better. No, I don't have his number. No. Victor, I'm late, but yeah, 5+36, what a record. No. Of course. We spoke about it and we started the channel like that. Can't be acceptable for you, and we can't be happy. Today we are not happy. Eh? Draculi wants to face Arsenal in Europa League. Let's see where Europa League will send us. I would love to avoid them. I have bad memories of Arsenal with Fabio Capello in Champions League. So if we can avoid them, honestly, I would be happy. Let's talk about the Derby d'Italia. Well, some good thing. Derby d'Italia. Well, we recuperate Vlahovic, but I don't know from the start or not. Let's see. We recuperate Vlahovic, we recuperate Bremer, we recuperate Di Maria. Important is to understand who starts. Maybe we can play the game. Maybe we can play the game. Wait. So they trained already with the team. So that means that they are still maybe a bit further than what we might think. So if we go to, let me take a random Juve. Okay. If we think that we continue with that 3-man defense, okay, versus Inter, Szczesny will play. You like him or not, he will play. Who knows if Bonucci goes out versus Inter to play with Bremer. And Gatti continues to play. Acid is asking me, can you do a possible lineup? Okay, that's one. Keane will not be there. Where is Vlahovic? Let's say that Vlahovic is back. Where is Dusan? Vlahovic back. And you have Di Maria. I believe with the performance of Locatelli, because Locatelli was not injured. I believe that you will play like that. Di Maria will probably not start the game. He will not start the game, Di Maria. Fagioli is in a fantastic form. He played on the right side today. We will play like this. This is how I think we will play. 3. I know we missed one player. Of course we missed one player. Then we play like this. With first subs, I put them here. Miretti, first sub, with Miretti, first sub. With... no, Danilo is back. No, of course. Danilo is back. Then Gatti will go on the bench. No, it's true, BT. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I forgot about Danilo. Look, Miretti here. Di Maria. Paredes will not be there because he will start training with the team from Monday. and then you have the other ones. These are the two first changes of the game. Could potentially be like this, the lineup, guys. With Fagioli, Rabiot there. Kostic, Quadrado. Inter is playing a 3-5-2. What do you think about that one? Yeah, Sule, maybe. But I don't know versus a physical team like Inter. Inter is really a physical team. Really, 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 really a physical team. Yeah, I believe this can be, this can be the lineup with the three first changes here. That can be. With Milik that we saw today that needed a Vlahovic, the lineup is done. Depending on Bremer, I don't know how Bremer, how good it is. I don't know how Vlahovic is. And probably Vlahovic will not be able to play 90 minutes, so he will go out. Little of creativity. Well, if we see the Locatelli of today that is unable to do the defensive role, but also to open with beautiful long balls, you have that. Then you have a Fagioli that probably will be the first one to go a bit more up with Rabiot coming down. Then you have that little bit of creativity, but if you are looking at Di Maria, Miretti, and Sule able to enter, these three players are the maximum of creativity. People, they agree with me. Except of Johnny that said little creativity. I agree, guys. But today we are playing versus Inter. We have to win. And I don't believe that Quadrado goes with that Allegri goes with a out of mind. We have Allegri, guys. We don't have I don't know what coach. That you have to be conscious about that. But yeah, that can be the lineup potentially. Quadrado will get demolished by Dumfries, but that's why I believe that he will play, because Quadrado most of the time is here, supported by Danilo, that can do the double role. This one will be really, really, really important versus Dumfries, super important. While with Alexandro and Bremer, you have a bit less that Kostic need. Then, attenzione, there is a B solution. You can put Milik on the bench with Di Maria starting. With Di Maria, you're increasing the thing. But the problem is, you know what's the problem here? If you start Di Maria and Vlahovic, that at a certain moment you will need a change. Milik can enter, but he can't sub both of them. If he subs Vlahovic is gone, and Di Maria, he can't play 90 minutes. Di Maria, he has less playing time than Vlahovic. So I really believe that Di Maria can start on the bench. Or attenzione, you have a Milik starting with Di Maria, with Vlahovic entering from the bench. But I never saw a Vlahovic being performances from the bench. He needs that trust, that confidence. Guy, forget about it. It's the first one that I said. Except of new injury, because we have one injured player per day. Tomorrow is Kostic. Kostic was not injured yet. Maybe Kostic tomorrow. No, hopefully, guys, I'm joking, I'm joking. Then Chiesa, depending of Chiesa. I don't count on Chiesa. Then today was a fantastic surprise, Fantastic surprise to see him in. Cornelius, I know that this team could play better even without a full squad and not at their full strength. But if Allegri not our coach, this team is so exciting if you give trust to the next gen. I believe sincerely that Allegri committed a lot of mistakes, but I really am confident that the team, even with Massimiliano Allegri, they can do better than what they offered today. Altogether, they can do better. We saw it in a few moments, guys. If the team was totally against Allegri, today they would not have played. We knew it, Today we lost again, and again it's not nice, and again it's annoying. But I believe that they can do it all together better than what we offered. then enough. I don't know. I don't know. I believe anyway. That I always said it. That's the last year of Allegri with Juventus, regardless of the fact that he has 2 more years. I believe it's the last one. He wins something and it goes away with his own personal satisfaction. Maybe saying, you know what, I have 4 years of contract. Pay me 1, and we don't care. Or maybe it's even more disaster, and we put him out. Then you always have the middle solution that can be in the winter, but I don't know. Bah, guys, a lot of people are speaking about Rabiot. That is good. Rabiot is never injured. He was injured this time. Hey, we are laughing. We are speaking, but when Rabiot was out, we lost all the games. Hey, Football Factory. He watched the game. He just came from the game. I'm proud of you tonight. You see. Not happy because we lost, but proud of what we did. And now we have to go back to the real Juve, where we need to only win. Win. Because it's fine to be satisfied with the performance, but if we are satisfied with the performance of today, it means that, guys, we were really behind. Really behind. And we have to do better. But it's step by step. Ragazzi, 1 hour and 16 minutes for the post-game of Juventus 1, Paris Saint-Germain 2. I hope you enjoyed the live. I enjoyed it. We're about to cross nearly, or to reach the 22,000 on the channel. I don't know how much we are now. Let me check. We have now, as I'm speaking, 21,945. So nearly 22. I remember I put a target, but it will be complicated. I don't know if that will be possible or not. I set target 23 before the end of the year. Will be tough. We missed 1,055. That will be really tough. Really tough. But like people today, Lirdi Pig, Anthony Marti, and some others that found the channel, like Victor Utenkov, Nico, Louis Deleo, they found the channel today for the first time. You never know. Who knows? 23 will be beautiful before the end of the year. I remember the first year I did 10,000 in December. Then I had to wait a bit more because we reached 20,000. We reached them before the season started, so on the 15th of August, 20. If we can have 23, would not be bad at all. Guys, I'm doing mathematics in my head. You know, I'm a competitor. I love to win. I love to have and to build and to have and to reach new records. Ragazzi, Dofia, buonasera. Ryan S, BT, Zaki Warfa, Rorschach, Jordan, Rocco Lavino, Mandalorian, Di Santo, Suleiman, Bogdan, Niven. Hopefully we win versus Inter. I agree. GJustjuve, 1 euro plus. That 1 year, boom. We need to play FIFA again. It's a long time ago. Ciao, Styler Z. Ciao, Prof. Lucas VR. Always happy to see you. Dracule. Ciao, fino alla fine. Jesús Ramírez Calván. Saludos desde México. También, lo mismo. Vincenzo, ciao. Ciao, ragazzi. Ciao a tutti. Forza. Juve. Before leaving, if you didn't yet, put a maximum of like for this guy. Federico Chiesa, and also for this one that needs to taken away the curse of missing the goals. He needs to go on goal. That goal will unlock him even more. Andiamo ragazzi, ciao.